Now, that's not the only rugby that's happening this weekend, the Currie Cup. We're going into round 2. Do you think a lot of people are still going to keep up with the Currie Cup this weekend, seeing that the Springboks are playing Argentina, and that's like really the big one?
Yes, they will. They've sort of structured the games this weekend quite wisely, so that most of them take place sort of, well before the kickoff of the Test match. The Test match is at 5 o'clock at Loftus, but Currie Cup action will be done and dusted by then. There's a game. The first match is a floodlit game. Sharks against the Pumas. Sharks is the defending champions, did win their first game in Kimberley, so now at home against the Pumas, who are sort of the newcomers to the competition, but who've themselves got a home win behind them. So right. Toughish game for the Sharks, but they will be favoured to still knock over the Pumas fairly comfortably, I think. And then we go into a really big derby at Newlands. 2 o'clock at Newlands, so as I said, plenty of time for people to go to that game and then still scuttle off home to turn on the telly or fire up the braai in time for the Springbok match. Always a big game. That North-South rivalry is still very strong, despite the fact that the Bulls are in a little bit of a wobble at the moment and come off a really bad defeat against the Lions. So they'll be under pressure to deliver the goods to a much better extent against Province. I think Province will be the favourites at Newlands, having won an away match for starters. Now having their first game at Newlands, should be tipped to still beat the Bulls. We then move onward to the Lions being at home to the EP Kings. The Lions were brilliant last weekend, probably the team of the weekend in the Currie Cup for the way that they disposed of the Bulls. So I'd be expecting them to see off the EP Kings. Again, probably a pretty hard contest, but I think they'll win that comfortably. And then, Jen, we come to a Platteland derby, as they like to call it, the sort of in the interior of the country, where the Cheetahs, who haven't made the greatest of starts to the Currie Cup and are not being fancied because they've shed so many players, they really are a team in transition. They host Griquas in Bloemfontein. I think that they'll get through that one, but Griquas will certainly be interested in a minor upset. So I'm not going to quite go lean towards Griquas doing it, but I do think that it'll be a tough game and that maybe the Cheetahs will only win it by sort of between 6 and 7 points.